welcome back everyone. You're back from your break. In the time that you watched that video, we have had the innings changeover. So the Diamond Creek players went onto the field, have done their warm-ups, and are presently doing their huddle, their pre-innings huddle. And in the meantime, the two Research Eltham Collegian batsmen have walked out onto the middle, along with the two umpires. So now we just have to wait to get the innings underway. There are 53 overs left in the match. So those are the overs that Diamond Creek need to take 10 wickets to at least give themselves a chance of getting into the finals on percentage. But if they want to get to the finals on outright, then they will need to bowl them out twice. Here we go, Diamond Creek are walking onto the field now. Let's just see how everything is going to start. Unfortunately, there's some local council work happening not far away, so we might have some of the audio impaired from this. So we're about to see ball one. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's have ball one. Alright, here we go. The start of the Research Eltham innings. 215 runs to win. The wind is blowing just as the Weather Bureau said. The Weather Bureau said that there was going to be some mild southerly breezes in the later parts of the afternoon. And what do you know? We're in the later parts of the afternoon. It's about 2 o'clock. Here we go. Ball one. And left alone, and it's a wide. A wide to start us off. And that ball was a no ball, so we've had two sundries to start us off. The wind is blowing, the local council is behind us. Comes into bowl. And it's down the leg side and it's leg glanced, and the fielder at fine leg secures it. So the first run off the bat, and we're underway here. This Research Eltham Collegian run chase of 315 runs to win from 53 overs. Of course, Research do not need to win this game. They are already into the finals, so they could play for the draw if they wanted. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. Comes into bowl, and it's cut, and it's fielded in the slips by first slip. Comes into bowl. Whoa, tries to leg glance it, and it goes to mid on for a dot ball. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. Right arm, medium fast, bowling at the Watkins end. Comes into bowl and works it on the leg side, but fielded by the fielder at short bat pad. So a good recovery. It's 0 for 3. So this is the second over of the innings. So comes into bowl and it's down the leg side, but secured by the keeper. Went for the pull shot. So we got first slip, third slip, point, cover, mid off, mid on, square leg, and then a short mid wicket and a fine leg on the fence. Comes into bowl and it's pulled down to fine leg, and he's running, he's gonna secure it. Very good piece of fielding there, and he throws it in. Comes into bowl. Oh! Dot ball there, a nice Yorker. Comes into bowl. Oh, another Yorker, and it gets hit to the short mid wicket. So he's getting those Yorkers, and the batsman does not seem to be the most comfortable when the ball is nice and full like that. Comes into bowl. And it's a full toss. Oh, sorry, it went down to third man. I thought it went down to fine leg. So just the one run there. Comes into bowl. Whoa, works it down to fine leg this time. So 3 runs off that over. It's 6 for no loss. Comes into bowl and late cut, but fielded by point. Dot ball there. So the field is first slip, fourth slip, short cover, point, mid off, mid on, short mid wicket, square leg, and then fine leg on the fence. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. So he's getting his line and length right now, this bowler who is bowling from the Watkins end. Very hot out here, and it's very blue sky. Comes into bowl. Whoa! And it's gone down to the third man region, and the first fielder at fourth slip can't chase it down, and the fielder at point is going to chase it down. So they get 2 runs there. Good work there by the batsman. Just as he was playing it, he just opened the face of the bat, whether it was deliberate or accidental, but he definitely was whatever it was, it definitely angled then played off the ball on the deflection to the third man region. Comes into bowl and down the leg side. So it would be it's still nearly impossible for Diamond Creek to get into the finals, but they can win this game very professionally and very successfully. Oh, fielded there by the short cover. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. End of the over. It's 8 for no loss. Comes into bowl and down the leg side. Oh, the keeper Bellingham trying to get a sneaky stumping there when the batsman lost his balance and fell forward, which meant his back foot went outside of the crease. Comes into bowl and it's a full toss, a low full toss, and it's hit straight over the head of the bowler and it's going down towards the pavilion, and they secured it. So a couple of runs there. Comes into bowl and it's worked down to the leg side, and it's gone down to the fine leg region, and they're going to get a second through the misfield. So 2 more runs there. So this is Oakley bowling from the challenger end. Comes into bowl. Whoa! What was that? Was that off the pad or the bat? Very good ball there. Right at the stumps, short of a length. Couldn't play it as a full ball. Had to play it at on the crease. And oh, Bellingham's gone up to the stumps, which is a bit dangerous because Oakley's line and length is not the most reliable. Oh. Very interesting stuff there. Thinking it was a run, and then the non-striker, his partner, quickly called it off. So no run there. So comes into bowl. Oh dear, bad ball, and it goes down to the fine leg region. And they just get the 1. So a good over there for Eltham Research Collegians. It is 13 for no loss. So this is the 5th over of Research Eltham Collegians innings, which means that there are, let's just see, 49 overs, I believe, left in the day's play. Comes into bowl. Oh, it's a thick inside edge onto the pads. Good bowling there. They would have to score at 6 runs and over in order to chase this total down, considering how many overs are left in the game. But they don't need to win. Oh, it's cut! And it's over the head of the 2 close fielders, and the fielder at point misfields it, and they're getting out to 2. and they get 2 there. So it's a good start by Research Eltham. They should be very pleased with what they've done so far. It's nothing exorbitant or flashy, no boundaries, just 1s and 2s, and that's enough to comes into bowl. Oh, it's a full toss, and he pushes it back to the bowler for a dot ball. Comes into bowl. Oh! And it's gone! The first wicket has fallen! Leading edge, curved his wrists too early, high up. So a top edge, leading edge there. So caught by the fielder at short cover, and so the first wicket has fallen. And there goes the batsman. So the first wicket has fallen with the score at 15. 15 for 1. Here comes the new batsman. So, early wicket has been broken within the first 5 overs. So, Diamond Creek should be very pleased. And that one was through a lack of pace. The batsman went through his shot too early, which was what caused the leading edge. And smart play by the captain Bellingham to include fielders in close in front of the wicket. You just can't rely on behind the wicket fielders to get the wickets, get the catches. You need to make sure you have some in front. And so he has a short cover and a short mid-wicket. And we've got a left-hander to face the final ball of the over. Here we go. Comes into bowl. Oh, plays the cross, plays the cut in into wide. So lots of chatter amongst the Diamond Creek fielders, as you would expect. They've gotten an early breakthrough. They're on top of this game. Very large target. Oh, a nice Yorker. So it's 16 for 1. This is the 6th over of the innings. 48 left in the day. Oh, it's a bad full toss, and it's going down to the fine leg region again. And it's a misfield. And it's 4. So 4 runs there. 48 overs left in the match. Comes into bowl, and it's pulled down to the fine leg region, and this time the fine leg fielder picks it up cleanly. and a reasonably good throw there. So just the 1 run. Now the left-hander is on strike. And what is Bellingham doing, the wicketkeeper? He's not going up to the stumps, he's just a little bit close. Which is a bit strange. You either... Alright, we'll see what happens. Comes into bowl, and a bad ball. Like, Oakley's biggest difficulty has been particularly his line. His length is not the problem. He's it's reasonably there, full, short of a length. Yorkers, he's getting reasonably good length all the time. It's his line that's all off. And it's a late cut down into the 3rd man region. The fielder at Gully has to chase it down, and he chases it down near the fence, and they come back for 2. Good shot there by this new batsman. It's hard to see why Oakley's not getting his line right. As if at the last minute he just can't get his wrists in the exact right position in order to make sure that the ball goes exactly where he wants it to go, and his wrist sort of falls downwards, which would mean that there's a certain randomness to where he actually when he lets the ball go and where the ball actually goes. Ooh, that's a good ball. That's a good ball. You try and make the batsman step over to the offside, especially the left-hander. Make the batsman step over to the offside, lose his balance, and then you can ping him in front of the stumps so that the ball would be hitting middle to leg. That's a good tactic. Comes into bowl. Ooh, tries to work onto the leg side, but square leg is there. So, let's have a look. 23 for 1. So, to continue bowling from the Watkins end. Ooh, works it down to the fine leg region, and the fielder runs around. So, 1 run there. There's been a lot of runs scored down to the fine leg region, and it's clearly something that Diamond Creek need to figure out, because their field in front of the wicket appears very strong, but it's behind the wicket which is causing them problems. Oh! Too short, and probably would have bounced outside the line of leg, pitched outside the line of leg, so no good, but nice idea. Comes into bowl, and ooh, down the leg side, but the umpire is merciful. So right now Research Eltham are going at about 4 runs and over, which is certainly a very nice way to start your innings. Very aggressive. Comes into bowl and plays it as a back foot cover drive into the covers. Comes into bowl and plays it off the back foot defensively. Still early days, so we won't know exactly what Diamond Creek's tactics are going to be in terms of how they are going to continue along this innings. Comes into bowl and works it off the hip, but square leg is there. And that is the end of the over. It's 24 for 1. 46 overs left in the day. And works it works it on to the leg side, but this time square leg is there. Oh dear. And a bit of a change of the field, so there's bringing a leg gully. Leg gully, so interesting. So the fine leg has gone to a deep backward square, and we've got a leg gully. So we've got two gullies, a gully and a leg gully. No slips, no fine leg, no third man. Comes into bowl, and it's a full ball, and he works it, tries to drive it, but it's a dot ball. So in front of square we have square leg, short mid wicket, mid off, mid on, cover, point. So just the one attacking in front of square, everyone else is saving one, and then the two attackings are the two gullies, and the one on the boundary is the deep backward square / fine leg. Comes into bowl, and ooh! So that ball did not have a lot of juice on it, and it was short of a length, and the batsman did not try to move his feet around. And he did not try to play it off the back foot, he didn't try to pull it, he tried to play it on the line, tried to actually play it from a standing position, and of course he popped it up. Comes into bowl, and it's a full toss, and he works it into the offside in the gap in the cover point region. The fielder at cover picks it up, and they just get the one. So now the left-hander is on strike. Very different field for the left-hander. Comes into bowl, and ooh, not sure whether to play it onto the leg side or play it with a straight bat, and kind of does an awkward middle ground position. So there is a short fine leg, square leg, mid wicket, mid off, mid on, short cover, point, gully, slip. Comes into bowl, and tries to play a backwards cover drive and straight to point. Well, end of the over. Another tight over for Diamond Creek. It is 25 for 1. So, continuing to bowl from the Watkins end. And it's down the leg side. Dot ball there. So this is the 9th over of the Research Eltham innings, which means there are 45 overs to go. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. Comes into bowl and tries to work onto the leg side and ends up just pushing it to short mid wicket. So they've tightened up their lines and length so far, Diamond Creek. A couple of very tight overs. Gives you a sense of what they're trying to do here. Comes into bowl and down the leg side, and he goes to fine leg and they get it. Throws it in for 1. So 3 runs have been scored from the last 18 balls. Some tight bowling from Diamond Creek in this immediate period, and it's pulled, and fielder at square leg uses his feet to stop it. Comes into bowl. And it's pulled. And fine leg is running. Cannot make it. And it's a boundary. And I believe it's the second boundary of the Research Eltham innings. That's also the end of the over. It's 30 for 1. So this is the 10th over of the Research Eltham innings. Scoring at 3.5 runs an over right now, thanks to the more defensive bowling that Diamond Creek have produced for the last 3 overs. Comes into bowl and tries to play it on the leg side, but again this batsman, this right-handed batsman, when he's faced with short of a length balls, doesn't try to shift his feet to play on top of it, nor does he try and shift his feet to get underneath it, but instead he plays it on the crease line, which is inevitably going to be, he's going to inevitably pop it up. And leg glances it and it beats the gap, and the fielder at square leg has to run around. And it's a wild throw, but it's backed up. So, like, they need to think about this, Diamond Creek. Try and target that right-handed batsman by giving short of a length balls and having close-in catches for that ball that pops up when it hits the top of the bat, because he doesn't try to either get on top of it or underneath it. Comes into bowl and plays a back foot cover drive again for a dot ball. Comes into bowl. Ooh, good work. Dot ball. Comes into bowl and tries to work it off the hip, but the fielder at mid-wicket does a really good running around job and secures it. Another tight over by Diamond Creek. Oakley is controlling his line a lot more than he has been in this spell of his. Comes into bowl and tries to play it as a sort of a squirty shot. Dot ball. 31 for 1. So we're going to change the bowling. At the Watkins end, we have Callan Gleeson, right arm, medium, fast. And it's a top edge, a cut shot that goes down to the third man region. They've gotten 1, they're going to go for 2. They're going for 2 and they're comfortable for 2 as the fielder throws it in. So, not the best start by Callan Gleeson. A short and wide ball that is cut away. It's a very reasonably tight field. Whoa! No, I think it was off the toe there. So that's some good bowling there by Gleeson. So the field is gully, point, short cover, mid-off, mid-on, short mid-wicket, square leg, leg gully, fine leg on the fence. Comes into bowl. Oh, whoa dear, whoa dear, whoa dear, whoa dear. No ball for, was that no ball for and runs or no ball for and far off the bat? Anyway, that was horrendous. And what are they trying to do? I haven't even thrown the ball back. So an ugly beamer comes into bowl. Oh, nice ball there, a Yorker. Chops it out. So it's been quite a long time since that wicket fell. So Research Eltham, after a reasonably good opening partnership, I've put on another reasonably good partnership, and it's way down the leg side, and it's a no ball. Comes into bowl and pushes it back to the bowler for a dot ball, fielded by the short cover. Callan Gleeson trying to bowl leg cutters with a right arm medium fast action, which means sometimes the rhythm of his action just doesn't click into place, and he bowls a really shocking ball. And that's on the toes, and it's gone down to the fine leg region. 4 more! So 4 more runs, a very bad start for Gleeson. He was the hero last time we were here at Campbell Street Oval, a very long time ago. Many months ago. Now he's just not getting the balls to click. And it's cut, and the fielder at Gully cannot stop it, so it's gone down into the backward point region, and point field has to secure it, and he eventually throws it in. So 2 runs there. Very expensive over. Let's have a look. Oh, we'll figure that out after this, in the next over. So this is the 12th over of the Research Eltham innings. They're coming towards their half century. Comes into bowl. And it's the late cut. And it beats the fielders at Gully and Point, and it goes down to the backward point region. The 2 fielders chase it down, and they eventually... Just the 2 there. Two more runs there. It's a very tight in field, especially on the offside. Comes into bowl and plays it. Interesting that the batsman is uninterested in playing balls off the front foot, that he's trying to play everything off the back foot. Even that ball was reasonably full, maybe even a half volley sort of thing, and he was happy to play it off the back foot and happy to allow himself to get squared up as he did it. So that's the way his batting technique works. Comes into bowl and tries to push into the covers, and they're going to steal a single. They get a single, and they're going to get 2. They're going to get 2. 2 runs there. Comes into bowl. And it's a sweep. And it's going down into the square leg region. 4 runs. Maybe things are falling apart for Diamond Creek. Comes into bowl and defends the Yorker, and fielded there in close in the short cover region. Comes into bowl. And it's pulled. And it's over the head of the mid-wicket region, and it's 6. Wow. If you can do it, I can do it better. A powerful pull shot. And that's the end of another expensive over. Research Eltham Collegians are on the move. So this is the 13th over of Research Eltham's innings. Whoa! That's the stuff. That's the stuff. You have to get the ball into that full-ish area, just shorter than a half volley. The good length area. Comes into bowl. Whoa! And it's a top edge, and they're not going to be able to take the catch securely, and there's a bit of a fumble, and so they just get the 1 run down to fine leg. So that first ball, the first ball that you just saw in that over, was a full length ball, a good length ball. The batsman was not sure how much the ball would spin off the pitch, because bowling off cutters, if you put a little bit of spin on it, it might spin a little bit, spin a lot, or it might just go straight. And that uncertainty should be the greatest strength of a off-cutting bowler. So you need to make sure that it's a fullish length that the batsman has to play full to, on the front foot to. Do not allow the batsman to either play it as a full toss or as a short ball off the back foot. Oh, like that, like that, like that. As soon as the ball gets full, Gleeson becomes very, very deceptive and dangerous. But as soon as it's short of a length, and as soon as the ball either spins or doesn't off the pitch, he becomes harmless. Oh, another good ball, another good ball. Very exciting stuff. This has been a very good over by Gleeson. A very good comeback after what happened previous over. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. It's 60-1. Comes into bowl. Ooh, ooh. So this is Jones off spin. No ball there. Comes into bowl. Oh! Oh, that's the stuff. Deception in flight. A bit more bounce than expected, and suddenly the batsman looks like a bit of a goose. Comes into bowl. Oh, too full, but no damage done, no damage done. Good work by Jones. Right arm off spin, bowling at the challenger end. Comes into bowl. Oh dear, another full ball. And a wicket, a wicket. Great stuff by Jones. It was a bit dangerous down the leg side. It could have gone for a boundary, but a top edge by the right-hand batsman, unable to either hit it in the air over the head of the fielders or hit it on the ground, and instead sort of played at it too early. So a second wicket has fallen for Research Eltham Collegians, and a second wicket from a leading edge. So I don't know what that tells you, but once again, a wicket has fallen, so 61-4-2 is the score. And the captain, Bellingham, is very vigorously giving instructions to his teammates, his troops. about what needs to be done right now. So, with one ball left in this Jones over, a successful Jones over, suddenly it just makes things a little bit different. So, things were looking in a particular direction, but now with a second wicket falling, right before the lunch break, it can't be far away from the lunch break, and the traditional round of applause for the captain. Comes into bowl. Ooh, pushes it back to the bowler. A successful over. 2 for 61. So, Gleeson is to continue to bowl from the Watkins end with Gully, Point, actually, just correct that. Oh, plays it off the back foot and it's fielded by the Gully. Slip, Gully, Point, short cover, mid off, mid on, square leg, short mid wicket, fine leg. Comes into bowl. And another dot ball there. So, it's not clear what the plan is for this left hand. How are they going to get him out? Comes into bowl. Whoa! Interesting. Very interesting. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. End of the over, maiden. And that is the lunch break. So with that, we are halfway through the day's play. And Research Eltham are 2 wickets down. They would need something like 240 or 250 runs to win the game from here, which would be a absolutely monumental performance, needing to go at more than 6 runs per over. But also a very unlikely but possible outcome would be Diamond Creek getting the last 8 wickets to secure a victory for them. So anyway, those are just things to think about when we return for the second half of today's play. But until then, we have had a very exciting day of cricket so far, continuing on from where they left off, scoring an extra 100 runs in the first quarter of the day, and then declaring a very aggressive decision, and they've been able to secure the first 2 wickets in the first 15 overs. And so certainly Diamond Creek have given themselves as good a possible chance as reasonably expected to try to win this game. So let's take a break now, and when we come back, we'll have the second half of the game. The continuation of Research Eltham Collegians innings. This is Channel 8, the local sports network.
In the shadow of a Union train, in the pouring rain, in the city that always sleeps. You tried to take me on a holiday, I wanna crawl away, cause this place gives me the creeps. Why'd you want to bring me here? This place is like the last frontier, and they don't even sell no souvenirs, 'cause there's no one here to buy them. Whoa. I only wanted just a little thrill, just some time to kill in Margaritaville. But now I'm sitting in a hotel chair in my underwear with a big black bug on the windowsill. You really wanna go and hit the town. You've got your favorite evening gown, but why you even want to be around where the drinking water's brown? Whoa. Are you having fun? Are you having fun? Are you having fun? Well, I hope you're having fun. Just get me on a homeward flight. I couldn't stand another night of listening to the chickens fight from this field.